Hi kids! Welcome back one more week to your English online classes. I am very happy to have you here with me one more week of these classes. I know every day it gets a little bit difficult because we want to go back to the school. And believe me, I want to see you here in my class with me again, but it's time to take care of each other inside our houses. But I have to thank you and congratulate you because you are here in your classes, you participate and you do your homework there. And for today's class, I have a new concept to present to you. This one is called biggest, smallest. You see the beginning of the word? It says big, small, and est, biggest, smallest, smallest. And yes, if you're thinking about sizes of the objects, you are correct. You know that big is like this and small is like this, correct? Big and small. Let's compare animals. I have over here an elephant and over here I have a mouse. Which one is big? The mouse? No, correct. The elephant is big and the mouse is small. Correct. Well, for the words that we have biggest and smallest is when we compare three or more things that are the same but in different sizes. I know sounds kind of hard, but let's see the example over here. We have balloons. Balloons. How many balloons we have, Cesar? 3. What color are they, Ana Victoria? Red, correct. But we have 3 in color red. Sebastián, all of them are in the same size. ¿Son del mismo tamaño? Are the same size? No, right? We have one big, another medium, and the other small. Well, in here is when we use the word biggest or smallest. When we say biggest, is the one that is more big. El más grande. The one which is the more big. But more big doesn't exist. It's not a correct word. We say biggest. In this example, which one is the biggest? The one that has the number 1? No. The one that is number 2? And the number 3? Yes, the number 3 is the biggest of them all. And when we say smallest, is the one that is small. The more small. One more time. More small is not correct. Sorry, it's not correct. We say smallest. We have 3 different, and the 3 are in different size. One is biggest, which is the number 3, and the smallest is the number 1 over here because it's el más pequeño. Okay? The word ist after each adjective in Spanish means más. Más pequeño, smallest. Más grande, biggest. Okay? In Spanish, you have 2 words. In English, is 1 word with the same ending of the word. I hope you understand me. But if not, let's go ahead and look for your Benny Weaver book because we have an example over there also. Okay, when I have my book ready, I am going to look for the page in color 15. And over here, they give an example with animals, with dogs. You see, we have 3 dogs over there. Beautiful dogs. We have 1, 2, and 3. But one of these is the biggest, and one of these is the smallest. Ana Victoria, without looking to your book, what dog you think is the biggest? I'm going to put some numbers, the number 1, the number 2, or the number 3. What do you think, who is the biggest? Biggest. The number 1, correct. The number 1 is the biggest. And which one, Sebastian, is the smallest? 1, 2, or 3? 3, correct. 3 is the smallest. And Felix, in here we have also some balls. I want you to identify the biggest. I'm going to put some numbers for you to answer. It's not necessary that you write the numbers over there. It's just only for reference for you and me. Which ball over here is the biggest? The number 2 is the biggest, la más grande? No, the number 1. Very good. So the one that is biggest, we are going to circle in red. Biggest. Not yet on the smallest. And over here in the tables, I'm going to put some numbers too. 1, 2, and 3. Identify the biggest. Emilio, which one of these tables is the biggest? 1, 2, or 3? Pay attention. Number 1, yes. And that we're going to circle in red. The biggest is in red. Now with color green, we are going to circle the smallest. El smallest, más pequeño. César, which one of these, 2 or 3, is the smallest? The number 2. Thank you, Cesar. Color green. Remember, I told you color green. The smallest is the number 2. And over here, the smallest is the number 3. The number 2 also. Very good. The smallest is the number 2. So in red, we have the biggest, and in green, we have the smallest. For this activity, I want you to have an extra activity. So I will send to your parents an extra activity of biggest and smallest to do it in the afternoon, okay, or tomorrow morning. Now let's move on to another page, and this one is a page in color green. Number 23. In here, we need to circle the words that rhymes. We already know what is a rhyme. When 2 words are similar. When you listen to the words and the sound is very similar. Let's compare. Jail, leaves. Jail, leaves. They sound the same? No. Let's compare now. Jail, knee. Jail, knee. The sound is similar? No. Now let's see. Jail, bell, jail, bell. The sound is similar. Yes, also they end with ELL and bell, ELL too. So those are the words that we are going to circle because they listen very similar. Well guys, for today's class is going to be all. Today we are not going to work with the numbers in your Benny Beaver book because I will give you extra activity about biggest and smallest. Thank you for being here this beginning of the week. One more time, I need to thank you and say congratulations because you are doing your best. And I will see you back tomorrow, Tuesday. Goodbye.